High above the world, hidden in India's silent peaks, there exists a creature of legend. A ghost, barely glimpsed and rarely captured. I set out on a quest to find the elusive snow leopard. But journeys to these heights aren't just about what you seek, it's what you discover along the way. From Ladakh's untamed wildlife and serene mountain monasteries, to Jim Corbett's misty jungles, home to India's iconic tiger, each moment was unpredictable, each encounter unforgettable. India is vast, impossible to fully grasp in one trip, but through my adventures, I peel back its layers of mystery, revealing raw beauty one journey at a time. Sometimes life gives you lemonade. Sometimes it turns out that's not lemonade, that's actually cat piss. Let me start by saying I love my cats, they are the best, even when they pee all over my clothes while I'm packing last minute, so really it's my fault. While neither of them fessed up to who did it, they did tell me to tell you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, or else they'll pee on your belongings. Welcome to New Delhi, India, the first stop of my trip. My goal was to find snow leopards in Ladakh and explore tiger country in Jim Corbett. Big thanks to Varun from Sublime Wilderness Odyssey for handling all the logistics, linked in the video description. After checking into the Aloft Hotel super late in the evening, I basically checked out for the night as I had an early flight to catch in a few hours. But not before I had my local beer and fruit platter combo, which I requested courtesy of Marriott Bonvoy. I've been told my sense of taste is questionable at best, but that's a topic for another video. We just landed in Leh, and I think it's about 3,500 meters high, so hopefully I don't get altitude sickness this time. I'm with my chauffeur, driver, guide, Anchuk over here. So Anchuk is gonna take me around, show me the sights, and hopefully we'll get some really good spottings and just explore the nature and the local culture out here as well. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Alright. Oh, shit. Alright, I locked myself out. Day one, and I've already locked myself out of my room. My humble abode in the Grand Dragon. The goal is to learn from my mistakes last time, which means rest and actually acclimatize, as they say. So hopefully I won't get altitude sickness. Now, there's a little bit of I'm more prepared this time. I brought Acerem, which is supposed to help with altitude sickness. Now, this is pretty cool. I don't know the name of this, Karaswati. But apparently you're supposed to open this from the wrapper, put it in this little bag, and then apparently you're supposed to inhale throughout the day, and it's supposed to help with the altitude sickness. So we'll see how true that is. But otherwise, here is headquarters for me. The next day, we went for an easy drive outside the city to search for a wild animal called the blue sheep. By the way, I got a kick out of the road safety signs we saw on all of our drives, and I'll share some of my favorites throughout the video. Anyways, enjoy. managed to get some close-up shots of the blue sheep using my ninja skills before they finally noticed me and took off. We grabbed lunch at a rest stop where I hung out with some fluffy dogs before heading back to the hotel. Since I wasn't experiencing any altitude sickness symptoms this time, we were ready to head up to snow leopard territory the next day. We left super early in the morning to reach Tikse Monastery. It was an incredible experience witnessing the Buddha monks gather to begin their day, and I'm glad they tolerated my intrusive presence. Here are highlights of that experience, and I hope you find this as meditative as I did. We finally headed into snow leopard territory, stopping first at a lookout point buzzing with photographers, scouts, binoculars, and cameras. Quick gear rundown: I was shooting with a Nikon Z9 paired with a massive 600mm f4S lens, and a Nikon Z8 with the Plana 135 f1.8 lens. We had our first glimpse of the ghost cat moving along a mountain ridge, and even from afar, it felt special. I can't talk because my tongue is numb from the cold. Hope I don't die. One of the best parts of any trip is eating good food, and the crew up in the mountains fed me like a king. I'm a meat and rice kind of guy, so you can imagine I love Indian food, so I was in the right place. By evening, we settled into Snow Leopard Lodge, my cozy base for the next few days.
Thank you very much.
As usual, I spent my free time processing all the photos and videos and prepared for the next adventure. Over the following days, our routine involved countless hours scanning mountain ridges from lookout points, mixed in with occasional hikes, searching for wildlife. Here are some highlights of those sightings. Wildlife travels are always unpredictable. Nature works on her own schedule and interests, and this trip was no exception. An unexpected challenge we faced was the complete absence of snow for the past month, in the heart of winter no less. Normally, the heavy snow brings wildlife down the mountain, leading to closer and easier sightings of the snow leopards. Without snow, this task became almost impossible. But my travel mantra is expect anything, enjoy everything. I love the challenge, plus being surrounded by beautiful landscapes made every moment meaningful. Making this trip even more memorable was celebrating the new year with all the wonderful people I met.
So you have to cut it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Selfie mode.
And to make this new year even better, we had our best snow leopard sighting of the trip on that first day, so let's get on with the show. Everyone's hard work paid off as we had our best snow leopard sighting of the trip. A mother leopard resting on a cliff with her two cubs, enjoying the sunset. After sharing all these memorable moments, it was time to say goodbye to the crew and head back to Leh. My final evening was spent enjoying scenes of locals playing hockey and relaxing on the frozen lake. Reflecting on my time here, I appreciated the breathtaking scenery, the professionalism of the crew, and of course, the wildlife. While the challenging weather conditions made sightings tough, Leh is definitely a place I'm looking forward to revisiting, to spend more time in the wild, but also with the people of this beautiful place. Like kids playing ice hockey on a frozen lake, life is best when you chase the little moments, losing yourself fully in the spaces in between. And that's what my time in Leh reminded me.
Thanks so much,
Yeah,
Anshul.
good in the Ladakh, snow leopard. Good luck.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks to you. Appreciate it. All right.
After saying goodbye to Anshuk at the airport, I closed the chapter on my memorable stay in Leh and headed to the final leg of my Indian adventure. I spent the better part of the day on the road to reach Jim Corbett National Park. Even though it wasn't considered peak season for tiger sightings, I couldn't resist stopping by to see this famous park for myself. I was lucky to stay at Jim's Jungle Retreat, and I highly recommend staying here if you're visiting the park. It has a perfect mix of nature and luxury, and after such an intense time up in the mountains, I couldn't ask for a better place to relax. Also, it's really close to the park entrance, which is a priority for wildlife photographers. Speaking of which, let's head into the park now.
वीडियो बनाते हैं सब कुछ करते हैं
Winter in Jim Corbett is surreal, to say the least, with mist-covered landscapes adding a magical atmosphere to our early morning game drives. But of course, I came here for the wildlife, so please enjoy my final highlights of India's jungle animals. As my India adventure ends, I reflect on the incredible contrast this country offers, from the snow-capped mountains to lush, misty jungles. You cannot experience India fully in a single trip, let alone a few weeks. I plan to visit often to continue exploring the stories this place has to share. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more adventures to come. And with that, thank you for joining me on this journey.